I'll be sharing with you how to fix an Electrolux dryer that has an EHO error. So with this error, you turn it on and then you press start and you get an EHO error. As you can see on this screen, there is an EHO error there. I'll be showing you how to fix that. So yours might look a bit different to this one in terms of color or the design. The principles are the same that we're gonna fix on it. To perform this fix, you're gonna need a Torx bit. You'll need a T20 Torx bit. We'll need to take off the top. So the T20 Torx bit looks a bit like that. So it's got like pointy and it's got like points on it. T20. And what we're gonna do is we are going to take off the top of the dryer. So we'll need to take off the top so we can access the board, because this is a problem. It's a communication error. We need to check the board to see if there's any loose joints or cold solder joints. You're going to need a soldering gun and some soldering, some solder. First things first, please turn off the power and unplug it from the socket. For safety, we're going to need to remove this top cover. So this top cover comes apart. To remove it, there's 2 screws at the back. I'll show you how to take them off. You notice at the back, there's 2 screws, one on the left and the other one on the right. This is why you'll need to use your T20 Torx bit to remove those 2. Your local hardware shop will have some. Just remove those. Put them somewhere safe. To remove it, you simply slide the whole thing back. Actually, these ones have another screw at the front. So there's another screw at the front that we need to remove. Over the front, we've got this drawer, which contains your water. So that's where your water is collected. You need to remove that. You just pull it out till it comes all the way out, and it's out. And as I go a bit lower with this, just to show you guys where that screw is, you'll miss it if you're not careful. Have a look in there. You see that there's a screw that we need to remove there. So that screw over there is holding that top cover. We need to remove that. We're going to pull back this lid and it just comes out. As you pulled it out, you need to have a look in there. There is your main board in that plastic covering. We're going to need to access that, and we're going to check our wiring, make sure there's no cold solders there. There's 2 tabs on the top which you need to remove. So you just push it forward, push that back as well, and then this comes out. So those clips are what's holding it in place. Undo those. Once you're done with that, you're gonna need to remove the side panel. We'll need to remove this side panel off here. To remove that, there's bolts, there's screws all around the side here. It's probably 1, 2, 3, 4. Just remove those with your Torx bits. And there's one more on the top. And you just pull it up and that'll come off. You'll see on the side here, there's some bolts holding that. So there's 1 and 2. You need to take those off. And to take it off, you need to push it that way to the front and then out, and it's loose. Now you can play around with it. Just put your bolt somewhere. Then you just got all these connectors. Handy tip, take a photo so you don't forget where everything goes. Otherwise you waste a lot of time trying to figure out where you took out certain connectors. And always handy to have your screwdriver there, because these clips are held in place by tabs, which you have to push inwards. And just go ahead, take them all off. Take your time, making sure you're not damaging any connectors. Once you've got all that disconnected, you need to remove the clips that are holding this plastic bit to this. There'll be some clips on the sides, so just look for them as you go. This is one there. Undo that one. And there'll probably be another one on this side. So there's about 2 clips. Whoops. Oh, yeah. All right. We've got our board open now. You can see all your components there. We'll need to open that, separate this printed circuit board from this plastic housing. And there's other clips as well. There's a lot of clips in this thing. And there you go. So now we're gonna look for some cold solders where it's not soldered properly. Once you've got your board out, really take the time to look at all these joints, especially the ones that are connected to relays. So I found that one and that one, and they are the ones that are connected to this relay. I'm gonna go ahead and solder that relay, that cold solder, back in place, and then we'll see what happens. If that doesn't work, Usually if you replace that relay, that should sort your problem. It's probably like $5 for a relay like that, so it's worth the investment instead of buying a new board, which is going to cost you maybe $200 to $250. So just replace that if the soldering method doesn't work. But let's check this out. Let's see if this soldering works. So I'm just going to put some flux there so that this solders properly. Some solder in there. Oops. Do the other side as well, just to make sure that everything's nice. Beautiful. So done with that. Then we're going to put everything back together now. All right, we'll put the clip back in. Close it up. Start putting the connectors back. It's easy to put these back because they have these markings where everything needs to go, so you won't put it in the wrong spot if you've forgotten. But if you took a photo, this will work. Slide it back in its spot. Put the two bolts that hold this PCB in place. Put the cover. Side cover. This just slides down the reverse of how you took it off. Easy as that. And you put the top cover back on. And we flip it around and poke back the screw in the front. Ooh. That's in. And you put back your water drawer. Hook it back to the power, reconnect it and turn on the power. Then, moment of truth. Turn it on. All right, let's see if that error comes back. Let's see what happens here. Press start. Beautiful. There we go. Sorted. So if you're having a problem with this EHO error, we just fixed that error by fixing those cold solders. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comment section below, and I'll try to help you as much as I can. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next repair. Hopefully this has been helpful to you. Cheers.